Welcome back, Armchair Warriors. Tom here, returning back to XCom2 War of the Chosen, heavily modified version. This will be episode 23 today. I got this last time I loaded up. Like I said, I made some tweaks to the mods and game and stuff like that after my previous playthrough, my previous campaign was crashing on me on the one mission. So I don't know. This isn't even available. I looked it up already. It's not even available. Had this last episode, and 2 for that matter, load anyway. Didn't have any problems, so I don't know what the main deal is there. But we shall press forward here. I think we're picking up where we left off from last episode, in as much that we completed a mission. We got like a couple new soldiers, and I think a scientist, some intel, and other things as well. It was like a very reward-laden mission that we completed successfully and almost flawlessly, I feel. I think we still had a wounded soldier. Kind of figure out where I'm picking up at. I know I'm doing some scanning. We had our supply drop. I think we had just finished that. Without theorizing, I'll just wait till we finally load up here. I know with XCom2 normally, even with War, you get the War of the Chosen DLC, no mods, it loads up fairly quick. But once you have 340 something mods, yeah, it takes a while. Okay, so 4 hours until we get our rapid excavation. I kept saying evacuation tech learned, which will mean our next excavation gets completed immediately, so it'll be this year. That's why I dove down here, is because I knew this was going to take longer. Utilize that tech, boom, get that cleared out, and then I can go back to clearing this. That'll take just 5 days. We're also building a frost bomb. Let's go back to the proving grounds real quick. Oh, we're doing the Hunter's Axe as well. Our next project, we do need a Skulljack, so that's
interesting
that
choice.
in the list.
I'll send word as soon as we're finished, Commander.
And we will want the Boltcaster and Shadowkeeper as well. Let's do those, just throw them in. I know it says a month, but if I can get a free engineer, I can throw the engineer in here and cut the build times by half. Got a bunch of quests, as you see here, but none of those are going to be able to do for a while yet. You can pause and read the specifics on here. Just all these little tutorials pop up that are related to the add-ons, to the mods that we have, but also just to the game too. It's very helpful. Increase region income. Not now. Let's see what we're doing.
The elders don't make a habit of looking for me. We haven't been on the best of terms since they found I had been hunting some of their pets in my spare time. It's so hard to find a challenge these days. I just thought maybe I'd come up with something new.
Don't have enough intel really to do black market, I feel. I don't think there's any call for it. But I think I was doing this, prototype items.
Avenger
really
plotting new course.
That's right, we had just finished that mission that popped up. That had a whole bunch of cool stuff. So let's go ahead and take care of that.
This will prove to have been an important breakthrough.
Be completed instantly. Papers. So let's do the resistant communications. That's part of our quest that we got to do. So we'll go and take
I
care of
agree.
that.
That is an important task, Commander. Although I had realistic expectations as to the limited resources and facilities available to me on board the Avenger, I have to say, it's taken some getting used to. Even with the ship's dampening field, frequent turbulence and the occasional evasive maneuver make it difficult to conduct experiments of any notable sensitivity. I may have to adapt my research techniques to maintain efficiency under these conditions.
So I thought that would instantly take care of that. Maybe I gotta wait a little bit. Let's do more scanning here.
Commander, we have a priority message coming through. It looks like an encoded signal from the Resistance. Patching it through to your quarters now.
would seem your recent activities have gotten Advent's attention. Our unwelcome guests are on the move. Advent has been diverting considerable resources and personnel to covert facilities across the globe. The exact details of these operations are highly classified. However, they do have one thing in common. A single word that appears in all their files. Avatar. I believe the black site we had previously uncovered to be but a part of this Avatar project. Based on what we have uncovered so far, its true scope is far greater. This project is being directed from the very top of Advent, from a source I am still unable to determine. All attempts to uncover its identity have met with failure. It is time to take a more direct approach. Though we may not know the exact nature of this Avatar project, we can still disrupt it. We must root out these hidden facilities with the help of local resistance cells, disrupt our enemy's operations, and in the process, uncover the truth. Locate the source of this Avatar project, and then destroy it. Were the enemy to succeed in their efforts, I am certain it would mean the end for us all. I am confident you will take whatever measures necessary to eliminate this threat, Commander.
We're tracking the aliens' progress on this Avatar project here. If they finish what they've started, it sounds like it'll be the end for all of us.
Alrighty, so let's see where we're at. So we got a ways to go still, not too concerned. Let's continue scanning our... Oh wait, that's right, we need to go back real quick. So I thought that we had
Commander,
this
the factions have indicated they know how to track down the Chosen. We should construct the ring facility so they have a place to coordinate.
Commander, I'm going to need more help on the engineering team before I can start clearing out some of these other rooms. We should recruit an engineer.
Okay, that's what it was. So I just needed to click a new room, a current room. I could not do this. So click that one that was below on the second level. It takes about as long as the other one does. So cool. We got a bunch of supplies. Let's cancel that out. Question is now, do I put the engineer to work in the proving grounds? I think, yeah, 37 hours we'll be rescuing a new engineer, so let's just do that. Boom, everything now is halved, pretty much. Okay, now let's get back to scanning. Let's get our prototype items going again. Rescue scientist and new covert action. This will be the first part of the chain. How many soldiers? We have 9 soldiers. This will require 2. Sure. We don't need you guys per se. The person is going to get increased dodge. Doesn't really matter who I apply that to. Let's just throw squaddies into the mix here. So I got 2 phalanxes, so 3 actually available. So let's throw 1 in. Increased dodge for phalanxes, very, very handy. And I mean, I could throw a second phalanx in here as well. Just be like, okay, cool. 2 corporals. Doesn't really matter who I select. Throw him in there. Supplies, since we have supplies to avoid getting wounded, so that way they're in 7 days and out. It should be a good mission for them.
My kind will do whatever is needed.
So yeah, 2 more days to rescue an engineer, so we'll get a second engineer here, well, if that mission goes well, momentarily. Let's go ahead and crack it away. Frost bomb complete. Excellent. weapon is unique and cannot be duplicated or replaced. So once we build these unique items, all 4 of them, that's it. So if a soldier goes down carrying one of these items, I got to make sure I pick up that soldier's body and get him X-filled. Types can now assault now or over-infiltrate. So pause, you can read specifics about over-infiltration. I may have already mentioned in a previous episode, but basically with certain types of, with infiltration, covert ops, you have the ability to immediately go in as it is and take the sit reps as they are, or you can simply wait. You can keep infiltrating into that particular operation. And you can do anything from 1 to up to 5 different times, up to that 250% infiltration. And of course, as you keep waiting takes more and more time. So the idea is you can get better and better sit reps for your squad for that mission, or it could do everything from, say, like, some negating negative sit reps that may be in place, or increasing like stealthiness and mission timer and crit chance and hacking ability and all kinds of different stuff like that. But the other side of that, the other flip of that coin, though, is that's that much longer that your team is out in the field. You're not able to utilize them for anything else. So while you want to try and make your missions as easy as possible, of course, you also want to make sure that you can utilize your resources effectively. In this case, early enough in the game, I don't think we need to worry quite so much about troops being out. You can see already we start off, in order to get the engineer, we do start off with the Lost in the area, which, again, like I said before last episode, it has that good and bad aspect. The bad being, well, now you've got the Lost to deal with, so that's an extra foe. But the good is Advent presence gets lessened, and 2, Advent tends to go after the Lost when we're revealed together. So that that's I consider that kind of a wash. Shoddy intel, mission timer decreased by 1, not good. Yeah, we can take a look and see what our infiltration is, and you can see we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, up to 6 actually. Okay. You see, it goes up by 25% each time. There's a total of 6 steps basically here, and we've got 3 random sit reps. We don't know what they're going to be until we research until we finish the one before. Then that random one will be revealed. Currently, if we go in right now, we're just dealing with the Lost and that shoddy intel. If we wait 27 hours, we'll get this: the detection radius, lower detection radius, and the increased crit, which will then, once that's completed, it'll reveal what this random sit rep can be, and then we can choose to immediately launch or wait some more. And you can see we also negate risk. The shoddy intel gets negated. Up here, if we wait 6 more days, this opportune moment gets doubled in capability. Our detection radius is decreased by 1/3. We get 10% crit chance, 10% crit chance bonus there. So it's these random ones that we're kind of like, what could they be? I'll tell you right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and wait on this because we got 3 random sit reps. We don't know how good they're gonna be. The hunter, probable. The hunter's probably gonna be in this. So the hunter, the Lost, and Advent forces running around to try to rescue engineer in a certain time frame. I feel I need to kind of like get as much of a good benefits as possible. So we're just gonna simply wait. That'll take a total of 7 days to go through all those sit reps there. So yeah, well, that will mean, of course, we'll have all these. We'll have the frost bomb and the hunter attacks. So that'll be good. And I'll make sure I'll bring the frost bomb with me, because I could always frost bomb the Chosen if he shows up. We found the Reapers. Both of our people that found them are now tired. But that does
Commander,
add a new
we've
hero
just
to our
made
ranks.
contact with a new faction of the Resistance known as the Reapers. They're an elusive bunch, but this is their headquarters. We can scan at this location now to start benefiting from our newfound cooperation.
We may have chosen a different means of resistance,
But our people fight for the same reason, for the world we once knew. Together we will end this occupation. Or die trying. My people have thrown off the shackles of alien oppression. And through discipline, we have survived. We don't rely on the aliens' technology, and we would never live in their cities. We are the hunters. We move in the shadows. And we won't sleep until the last alien is dead at our feet.
Alrighty, you can see we're going to have some more covert actions available now. We also have 2 new faction orders that are granted to us. We can't do anything about that right now, but we do have a new soldier in our ranks, and our crew is starting to get a little bit full. We're going to get this engineer here shortly, and wasn't there a scientist I was going for as well too? Remember now. Let's check those covert ops here real quick. So we have a Reapers reduce Avatar project progress. Very, very nice to do, and probably will do it here very shortly. But that does require a soldier and a sergeant. Spend supplies to avoid being captured, but a moderate chance of being ambushed. It's not a good deal for us, quite honestly. Yeah, we may hold off on that. And plus, we only have 10 soldiers remaining. One of them, of course, is the Reaper now, so I know we should be good to go in all that regards. But yeah, we might hold off on that. Form a soldier bond. That could be good. Gather meld. Decent. I mean, the plus 10 dodge is really, really helpful. As I discovered, sometimes the benefit there, is not always helpful per se. So the only one I really want to do is reduce Avatar project progress. We can wait on that though. Wait till I got a couple of these taken care of here. Yeah, wait till we get some soldiers back. All right, let's go back to researching prototype items, searching for them, scanning for them. All negative traits removed for Antonia, and I think that's it. New assault mission. It's another reason why I wasn't getting too excited about, throwing soldiers, because I figured there might be a mission that'll pop up here. 4 days to take care of this. Counter dark event, advent return fire. The previous mission we just did delayed that by a little bit. This will outright counter it now. Where the sitreps even available. Comms jamming, so green is good, red is bad. So in the case of Lost, like I said, I kind of consider that a wash. That can go kind of either way. Mission timers will not start until squad breaks concealment, so these two combined together work very well. As long as you're stealthed for a while, then you're good to go, and you don't have to worry about reinforcements coming in just yet. Hacking is harder, but I don't think it's going to be big deals. We have to destroy the alien relay, so I don't think that's that's a bad red thing to do. Now here's something to figure out. Obviously, it's telling us that hey, the hunter controls this region, so he may make an appearance here. Something to consider. When you meet the hunter in a mission and defeat them, assuming that is what happens, then you don't see that hunter again for several more missions, because he has to recover, just like your soldiers do when they get wounded. He doesn't die, but he certainly does have to recover. So you definitely won't see him for at least a couple of missions. If I go in here to deal with this, to counter the dark event, which on that note, not a huge deal. That's priests and Advent officers. Any missed shots on those guys, they get to return fire on my guys. But it's not like it, it's fine. It's not a bad thing per se. Obviously, you don't want return fire ever, but it's not like it's an automatic hit or something like that type of deal. So quite honestly, I would be okay with that, I feel. Trying to go through my mind here in regards. Oh yeah, what I was saying about the hunter. If we take care of him, then we don't have to worry about him for a couple more missions. There is that one covert ops that I could run that said it was a probable chance for the hunter to appear in. Well, if we take care of him in here, run the covert op, don't have any missions in between now, this one and that covert op, then may not have to worry about the hunter showing up there. So there is a ideal situation where I go ahead and do this mission, take care of the hunter, and then he's not a problem for a while. Mulling over my head, what would be the best situation here? Well, I have 4 days. I could certainly run it. I've got 11 guys ready, 5 tired. I can run this, run all 6 in here, have 5 guys back, and then if a mission pops up between now and later or whatever, that's not a terribly bad thing exactly. Well, it does say 4 days. Yeah, let's just kind of wait a little bit. Let me get my hunter's axe at least before we do
another important step forward in our research.
Okay, that we definitely needed. So we got civilian disguise we can build. That helps lower the your infiltration times, or not infiltration times. That you do on the covert ops, where it's usually one full day for a soldier, and then plus or minus depending upon gear that you add. Civilian disguise minuses the amount of time it takes. Resistance comms, resistance radio we can build, resistance contacts available. Okay, cool. So we do have stuff to build here. Inspired from modular weapon, so this inspiration aspect is guiding me to what my next research is going to be. 1 day though, yeah, that's nice.
I will begin our research immediately. Dr. Shen's constant vigil over my activities is starting to wear thin. I consider myself a patient man, but eventually she's going to have to trust me if we're going to achieve our goals.
That's a good point. So let's view soldiers. I think we have someone that needs, yes, Raven.
If you want to know the truth about the Templars, I suspect they all might be completely mad. Yes, we've all seen their power, but I don't think I've ever met one I'd call rational. Then again, many people would question the ways of the Reaper as well.
If you say so. So we need to promote them because they come in with at least one promotion here. So this is our last faction that we need to get now. There are snipers and scouts, as we'll see shortly as to why that is. So Shadow Meld, you can see what each of they're at rank 2 right now, rank 3. Their shadow stacks will start with more. And you can see the specifics on what shadow stacks actually do here. It's kind of like the skirmishers' heat mechanism and the Templars' energy mechanism. Shadow stacks is just kind of a resource that they can gain that helps boost other skills they'll get down the road. They all kind of work the same in that mechanism. Will it's just a different type of nomenclature and also how they're used. But currently, they're a decent hacker. They're not as good as a techno specialist, but still, they can hack indeed. Their detection rate, as you can see, depending on how many shadow stacks, they start with 1, so their detection rate can be decreased by 10%, which is really nice. That's why I like to use Reapers as scouts, and as they rank up here, they're a major 3 active shadow stacks. That means detection rate is reduced by 30%. Crit chance, really nice snipers. Wraith, or Fade, I should say. You can see the specifics on there. I never realized that. That stunned, unconscious, or bleeding out, or in stasis do not count as active enemies. Will not prevent the Reaper from entering concealment. Okay, I didn't realize that. I thought there had to be no enemies within sight of the Reaper there. But okay, that works. Silent Killer. Each attack that retains concealment through Silent Killer will consume shadow stacks. So we start with 1 as a Reaper. So if we make a kill with, like, say, our pistol, that shadow stack gets consumed and their concealment doesn't break. If they got 2 shadow stacks, make a kill with their sniper rifle, they're not revealed. Here, if you want to leave your Reaper concealed, you can put them like on Overwatch, for example. But just say, okay, you don't fire while concealed. You can leave ambush off. And the idea of that, of course, is you just leave them on Overwatch just in case somebody moves up next to them, for example, and they get revealed. Then okay, they'll go ahead and fire, reaction fire. You can always toggle it on if you want to leave them in like kind of an ambush position where they're concealed and the enemy doesn't know where they're at. So their abilities here, so infiltration here, boost their hacking ability. Towers no longer detect them as well. Immediately start with 2 shadow stacks each time you reconceal. That's pretty good. Phase, gain shadow step and reposition. Triggering enemy reaction fire. Repositions reduce mobility to reposition after hitting a turn-ending shot against a flanked, exposed, or uncovered target. Hawkeye, I usually do Hawkeye for my Reaper because of that +8 tile vision bonus and weapon range is just really good. It pushes back the number of tiles subject to squad site penalties as well. I mean, it's just a really good ability. Electronic surveillance, not a big deal here. And I think I mentioned in the previous episode too, the XCom abilities, it's random for everybody. You can get anywhere from 1 to 6 down here. In this case, Raven doesn't get one under Major, but that one, and all these XCom abilities are random for everybody. Battle scanner, not a big deal necessarily for the Reaper, but it can be very handy. Use your Reaper as a scout, move up into, while concealed and nobody knows where you are. You move up almost right next to an enemy, and then throw a battle scanner further on down, or somewheres, and see if there's any enemy around you. I am thinking, let's do the Hawkeye. It's typically what I do. I like that +8 tile vision and weapon range ability. One thing to note too, your regular soldiers cannot pick extra abilities at this point, not until you research and build the building that allows them to, the training center I think it is. But your factional allies, Reaper, Skirmisher, and Templar, can utilize any extra AP or XCom AP they have to buy other skills, whatever that they're able to. So technically, I could go ahead and spend 15 to give our Reaper here infiltration, which would be really, really handy. Being able to, run through security towers and not be detected is very nice. It means you don't need to bypass, skip around them or anything like that. And being able to start with 2 shadow stacks each time you reconceal, that's really big. That means you can kill someone with your sniper rifle as a Reaper and not be revealed. So I'm almost tempted to do that. I think actually we shall take 15 points out of the XCom AP to do that for them. Alrighty, get their picture taken because they got promoted here. I think that was our promotion. Because we got them new, yeah. Alright, let's get back to business here. Scanning away. Again, I want to wait till I get the Hunter's Axe.
Commander, we can now work to establish contact with local resistance groups operating out of regions around the globe. Once we've collected sufficient intel to make contact, we'll need to scan the target region for the operative signal.
Alrighty. So, basically just telling us that, yeah, now, okay, we can start progressing in the main storyline and start getting some more regions, which we shall. Just not right away. On that note, is there a showing of what the... I thought there was like a... maybe I need to go for another U.S. province there, because that's bars for that thing there. Real quick, affiliated operative. We can see what the first random sit rep is. We can see we just got opportune moment level 1, lower detection radius and increased crit. Let's click on here. The first random one is a lightning strike. We gain 3 mobility for the first 3 turns of battle while squad is concealed. We're going to go for that for sure. Now, I think wasn't it probable before, and now it's just feasible. I could be wrong. It may have been feasible anyway. Again, wait till we get to the Hunter's Axe here.
Against the Elders, we find nothing but success.
So we got our first promotion off of Sergeant here, which we will go ahead and check. And someone recovered from their wounds. That's nice. I guess on that note, let's kind of take a quick look here. So no one's wounded at this point, and I've got several people available. A few tired. I could use tired people if I had to. Unshakable, yeah, that's good. Ferocious, that's also good. So, Myra, let's get you promoted. This isn't our first sergeant. That's right, she's getting promoted to sergeant. I thought she was already a sergeant, getting promoted to lieutenant. She has blast padding, and as you can see, what I was talking about with the soldiers, we can't learn anything as well. I have to click something here anyway, but we won't be able to learn anything else, or even the XCom stuff, until we get, I think it's the training facility put in place. Demolition. We can see the specifics on that. Requires 2 ammo, has a 3-turn cooldown, will hit and will destroy most cover objects.
The new uniform isn't bad considering, but sometimes I do miss that damn sweater.
Okay. I think for like certain types of hardcover, it may not destroy it, but for the most part, yeah, it does. Return fire, when fired upon, can be triggered by melee attacks and area effect attacks. Will not trigger when targeted by Overwatch fire. Okay, so return fire, we can fire back up to 2 times, and that's like that the special event, the dark event that we're trying to negate here, looking at negating for the officers, admin officers, and priests. That's similar. Fire support. gain the ability to suppress a target with your primary weapon. Drive the bonus of +10 aim to the shot if the target tries to move or attack with covering fire, which you don't have while suppressed. When interrupting an enemy shot with suppression plus covering fire, the aim penalty is not removed immediately. The enemy shot post-interruption still suffer from the suppression penalty. I'm thinking demolition just to help remove. I mean, fire support is good, yes, for a sapper. You know, helps them kind of turn him into a marine in that regards. I want to say the covering fire is going to be the next step up there, but let's do demolition. We want to remove. And yeah, like I said, we can't buy anything here. Training center facility required, including all the XCom. And she actually has all 6 slots available for XCom here. Interesting. Okay, let's get back to here. And like I said, once we have the Hunter's Axe, actually, we might wait till we do modular weapons before looking at destroying the alien relay. Got the Hunter's Axe, excellent. So we have a Hunter's Axe and Frost Bomb to take on our next mission.
When inspired, our team is actually quite efficient.
So yay! Plus, we now can do alien alloy integration research. Now we can any upgrades that we get in the field, we can go ahead or we buy from the black market. We can now slap onto our weapons. I kind of want to say resistance radio. We probably want to do magnetic grenade is all right. I don't need to worry so much about psionics just yet. At this point, this would be good because getting this next set of weapons here, as you see on the right, the ionic ripjack and axe, tempest gauntlets, arc blade, experimental blade, those are all good things. Faceless, it takes way too long. But I think we'll need
I'll see
resistance
that
radio.
work begins immediately, Commander. I'll contact you when I have a full report available.
My thinking on that is to get the resistance radio. Once we have that learned, go ahead and build. Once we reach out to the next set of resistance people, then we can throw a resistance radio on there and increase the amount of income that we'll get from that area.
Working within the tight constraints of the Avenger, I've had a difficult time finding room to conduct some of our more theoretical experiments. Perhaps the next time we set down.
Power-wise, we can put one more building in before we run out of power. So I'm almost thinking, is there something here that I can build? We do need the resistance ring in. That's alien machinery, okay. And I'm thinking if I can put the engineer, there's a, that's not workshop, that's what I was thinking. That does require a lot more supplies, but with the workshop, the adjacent rooms can get little gremlins in there, so if I can put the workshop here, then if I put the resistance orders there, which would require an engineer to be able to unlock an extra slot, then the workshop can help unlock that extra slot, plus also the power coil, throw a gremlin there to get some extra power, etc. So yeah, let's put the resistance ring there, because I don't think I want to. The training center would like to build as well too, but I really do need the resistance ring more than anything else.
Commander, we've pushed our current power systems to the limit. We don't have any capacity to spare, which means we can't expand our facilities further.
I get it. We'll be getting an engineer version here pretty soon too, so I'll put them back onto the proving grounds, I believe. So 6 days to get the resistance ring. from this point on, it's basically we gotta dig our way down till we get to these exposed power coils, so I can put the power centers on there. That I was thinking based upon that tech that immediately gets a excavation completed. I was thinking that's what it would do for me, but no, I had to start a brand new excavation, which that's what I did for here. Whatevers. So when I get the new engineer, or this finishes, whichever comes first, I guess, I'll throw them into here. I need to bring them. We're just gonna start digging our way down south here. Okay, we're good to go there. Let's get back. I think that is it. So we got 14 people ready. 5 are tired. This expires in 3 days, and we're still going there. Yeah, I think we want to go ahead and do this. I mean, again, I'm not too terribly concerned about that countering that event per se. That the dark event goes away at the start of the month, which will be in 10 days. Right, I say start of the month, but whenever the supply drop happens, that's when you have a new set of dark events. So what could end up happening is if I don't counter it, that dark event will then pop up here. But it should be going away when the supply drop happens. I could be wrong on that. I know there's also an option that you could say all your dark events are permanent. I did not select that at all, because that could get to be a really heinous game. Is this worth it? Do I feel? Do I have any other missions? I mean, I do have a bunch of covert ops that I could go ahead and start doing. Recovering experimental item would be great. Boosting somebody's combat intelligence would be good, and since it's a +5 hacking, I can throw a tech specialist into the mix there. Doing this could be good too, just to make sure we don't have our income reduced terribly. Gaining 14 ability points. So destroying the alien relay, I kind of feel is not that big of a deal. And we may not meet the Chosen here anyway. So one of the advantages I would be thinking is that if the Chosen appears here, we can take care of him, and he won't show up in the engineer rescue mission coming up. He'll have to be recovering. But I don't know if that'll be that big of a deal. It may not even happen anyway. Yeah, let's get some covert ops going here. First off, reduce Avatar project progress. Let's get that going. So I do need a sergeant. Who I have available here? Just 3. Let's throw our... He's tired, so we can't really use him. Throw a new promoted sapper into the mix here, get additional health, and any soldier will do. We can take, for example, Reaper and throw him into the mix. Probably want to use the Reaper. Let's throw our other phalanx into there. And we'll throw supplies to avoid being captured. There's a minor chance of being ambushed. This is still a pretty good squad. These two together work very, very well. They're getting ambushed. Ambush is usually not terrible type deal. I don't think the Chosen can ever appear on an ambush. It's just you get drawn into a battle where advent troopers, some start on the map. In some cases, it's just reinforcements coming in. You just have to get out to an exfil location. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
I'll order my people to get underway immediately.
Recover an experimental item, I feel, because any one of these things here would be really, really good to have. So it doesn't matter who we put here, because Because there is a moderate chance for an ambush, so it does actually. Let's go ahead and say, no, you can't. We're not going to be captured. So it does matter who we put here. We got to put fairly decent people. Let's put a tech specialist to give him additional dodge. And let's throw our other sapper into the mix here too. Okay, minor chance for ambush, probably not going to happen.
Our order is clear, and we will obey it.
I do want to do this. That only takes one soldier. Go ahead, throw. That way, there's no wounding going on. And soldier-wise, let's take a look here. Probably want to take maybe our Marine. He's standard, so we can actually boost him up quite a bit. We can put our pool leather in. Get her up as well. Actually, I like that idea.
We will work hand in hand with our new allies.
So that's all the skirmisher covert ops there. So we're probably getting a little bit closer. Our influence of skirmishers should be going up here. Investigate rumors. We don't need more scanning sites at this point. This was the other one I wanted to take care of too, so we don't lose some of our income. So another sergeant, which we have 2 available. Let's go ahead and take Apollo. And it doesn't matter who we take for our other soldier here, just somebody that's going to gain some health. Liking the Marine. I keep going starting on the Marine. I kind of like that idea of the Marine. Give him some extra health there. Avoid being captured. Even though it was a trivial amount, we'll spend the intel for that. Minor chance for ambush, but probably not that big a deal. These guys can take care of what they need to take care of.
We will begin the covert action immediately, Commander.
Okay, so I've settled upon I'm not going to worry about destroying the alien relay. We're just gonna ignore that. Cool. And looking at the sitrep here, we now have the lightning strike. Next one we'll do is negate the shoddy intel, so they'll remove that shoddy intel. Once we have that completed, then we can see what that second random sitrep is going to be. Okay, we did negate that risk. So that's gone now. What is the next? Mental readiness. Squad gains plus 15 dodge, hack, and psi defense. All very good stuff. The dodge will certainly be very helpful there. Probably don't have to worry too much about hack with the lost involved. I don't think we'll worry about it. It's still feasible. The hunter to show up. Yeah, destroy the alien relay is going away in 3 hours. Like I said, I'm not too concerned about it. Mental readiness, we got that. So we're going for the second opportune moment, which will basically double what we already have. Lower the detection radius by 30%, plus 10% crit. These aren't additive or anything. This is just the second portion of this. So we still got 3 more days, pretty much.
We are victorious, and the cause is advanced.
Okay. Those people I sent out come back tired, so that means who I have will be what I'll need to send for the rescue the scientist here, which we're going to need to do because we got an engineer that we're going for here. That's what this guy is. We'll be rescuing the engineer here in just a matter of days. That'll leave us 29. If we go for the scientist, that'll get us up to a full 30. But yeah, let's go ahead. Let's do our mission for this episode here. So we don't start with concealment. Detection ranges are increased by 33%. It is what it is. And see this, a show of force intel suggesting a large number of admin troopers present under admin-only leadership. I'm not quite sure what that means per se. What I would assume it to mean is that there'd be an additional Advent pod, perhaps, where each pod contains more Advent troopers, or just, I mean, both combined. You know, could be an additional pod, and all pods can have an additional unit in them. Advent-only leadership, I would have to assume to be Advent officers, so there may be like more Advent officers than not. Resistance contacts, undercover civilians present in this combat zone can be contacted to gain valuable rewards. That could mean that there's some select civilians out there that I can go up to, and they'll give me supplies and other stuff, perhaps. Or it could mean that there's some civilians that will start, resistance civilians will start armed on the field that will help me complete this here. So it's a city center, okay? I think we're gonna go with all 6. Let's try to make this work as best as possible. Definitely put our Templar in. One of our assault infantries for sure. Might bring both actually. A field medic we definitely need. Which I haven't run with him. A tech specialist just in case we're in a city center, so there could be, there could be turrets, there could be towers as well. Marksman for certain, and I think a skirmisher. And I would love to actually bring a Reaper as well. I think a Reaper actually would start concealed. Even though it says a squad didn't start concealed, I think Reaper still starts concealed anyway. Yeah, let's bring a Reaper and just see if that's what actually happens. Field medic. We need to get rid of your grenade. Do we not have? No. I need to build one, I guess. Let's build another medikit. There it is. Medikit. Instead of a sword, I want you to carry the Hunter's Axe. 4-6 damage. 1 bonus critical, 10% crit chance, 1 shred. Yeah, traditional sword is really nice. 4-6, 2 bonus critical damage, 10% critical chance, 20% to your aim. The shred ability for the Hunter's Axe plus the special ability of the Hunter's Axe, really nice.
Maybe a little unwieldy, but in the right hands, this thing should cut down anything standing in your way.
Yep. Frostbomb, that's right. So do I want to give that to the Templar? I can have the Templar dashing around all over. Yeah, let's give the Templar the Frostbomb.
The charges in this grenade don't seem all that powerful, but according to Shen, the liquefied gases inside should lead to an instantaneous freeze effect.
So, freeze all units in a blast radius, which is slightly smaller than a frag grenade, for 1 turn. They're frozen. Radius is only 2. It's about the same as a frag grenade, right? But anyway, yeah. Oh, this can take 8 days. Okay. Let's go all in.
My kind will do whatever is needed.
Let's go all in. So, looking here now, you can see we've gained everything except for the final one, which now got revealed. Enemies activate an XCom turn will lose 1 action on their next turn. So when activated, basically they get 1 movement action they get to do. That's all. And then when I'm finished with my turn, their next turn, those enemies will only get 1 turn to do something, which will pretty much just be shoot. If they move, that's it. If they go in Overwatch, obviously that's it. So no moving and shooting. Which, yeah, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go all out for that here. Alrighty, let's go ahead and launch the mission. Real quick though, we can look at the sit reps here. So we got the loss, which I said was both good and bad. Good as much that Avid have a reduced presence in the area. They can't deploy at max strength, and if there's a mission timer, it's going to be increased by 2 turns. Bad part is there's lost. So we have lightning strike. We move faster for the first 3 turns while we're concealed. Our detection, on that note, our detection radius is lowered by 1/3. Plus we have 10% crit. We also have plus 15 dodge, hack, side defense, and enemies will lose 1 action on their next turn. Yeah. So now the hunter here is unlikely. Is unlikely going to be there. That's probably because of the extra infiltration we did.
Recon picked up a weak distress signal coming from this area. The Resistance confirmed it's one of their codes, so we're moving in to provide an emergency extraction. We'll need to secure the area and escort the VIP to the evac point. Stay alert for hostile contacts.
Alrighty, so we have to recover the Resistance operative, which is the scientist. Then we just simply extract. There is a Reaper agent on site, so we actually have another Reaper popping in. So that must be the civilian assistance that we're getting. That is interesting, actually. Cool.
Menace 1-5, target coordinates incoming. Secure the VIP and proceed to the evac volume for extraction.
We're in concealment.
Someone gave away our position!
Well, that all was like weird start. Okay, so overall, that was a very strange start there. But it is what it is. Our operative gave us away. Okay, so we have to go that way. Once completed, then we can call for an extract. Probably actually have to wait. I want to say these are the Resistance operatives that are going to help us out here, so that's good. Okay. Well, so we're kind of in the back corner here. We're not going to advance quite so far and fast.
Not a problem.
It's not timed, so I don't have to worry about that. Some more lost. Yeah, so effectively we lost our lightning strike, so we lost that, and we lost our opportune moment 2, which reduced, well, part of it, which reduced the detection radius. We still have the crit chance, so that's not bad. The good news is the enemies are activated, so they're losing an action on their turn. Alright, let's start rocking and rolling. Or not.
Get it together! Seems doable.
Gotta try to make sure we don't utilize our grenades. Like I said, fire discipline toggle up to 33%. Probably too far from point blank. Alrighty, good start,
Just
good start.
lucky they don't let me use my hands.
use your weapon, not your
You're
hands. Thank
nothing
you.
to me.
Probably put you in Overwatch, but let's move on to the next person. Yes, so Reapers do still start in cover.
Moving to designated position.
So I will definitely use... Or actually, this is my marksman, right? Yeah, this is my marksman. Marksman start just in concealment too, even if the squad is lost theirs. Let's just brace. Next turn, then we'll go ahead and do what we need to do. I need to get you out of there. Theoretically, you can dash in and get the scientists going, but I don't think we want to do that. Yeah, we don't want to do that, that's for sure. Let's run away.
The forces of Advent move.
No, they're not moving. Now let's run even further away at this point. Because start of your next turn, then you should get into concealment, I believe. Not a good place for you to set up at. Do you? I think you have the ability. Yeah. I know there's an ability where if all you do is move, then you automatically go in, or can't automatically go in Overwatch. Or I think you automatically do Overwatch. But I don't see that, so let's move up.
Running. Overwatch.
Alrighty, let's see what Avon does here. We have a sectoid and a trooper up here. Or stun lancer, rather. They'll probably just fire at the resistance people. Maybe the lost. Oh, great. Maybe just one advent pod is here. But that's all. That's nice. So their Overwatches are all done. Advent Overwatches are ineffective. So now we have the Resistance members here. There's 5 or 6 of them up here. Oh, well, that was a nice start. But yeah, okay, so there's another pod up there that didn't get popped. Good start there too. High percentage chance and he missed, but oh well. No, you didn't miss, that's for sure. Alrighty, one sectoid down.
Commander, remember, no matter how tough things get down here, we can't evac until we complete the mission.
Sure thing. By the numbers. That's
So
how
far,
it's
so
done.
good.
My ammo's running low.
Yeah, let's at least shoot at him. Oh, wow.
Only the best.
Low odds chance and still got it.
That's it. I'm out. Let's get this show on the road. Scanning.
Put them in Overwatch there. Yeah, let's start picking these guys off.
How many is that
They've seen me.
now? There you go.
start than I
You can't
anticipated.
handle me.
Oh, you are dead in there. Okay. Okay. I kind of feel like I want to run my Reaper into here.
Watch my back.
Saying my Reaper, they're not my Reaper, but Clearing core, data cache, intel coming my way.
I can smell the Elder's dogs.
Alright. So we've cleared everything out that way. Let's just go ahead and
Stepping off.
run up as much as possible.
What about that?
Yeah, you spotted the Reaper guy, which, I mean, that's fine. Kind of figured you wouldn't be firing at him anyway, because not that good of a chance. Now, that must be the only admin soldier left at this point. That was it. I mean, there might be another pod hiding around somewhere, but I kind of doubt it. Bunch of lost coming. Okay, cool. Worth a try. Alrighty, so we do need to reload.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, this is showing only one admin still active and just 2 lost remaining as well.
Absolutely.
I think we can actually run up a lot further.
Running.
You definitely need to reload.
It's killing time.
%chance, let's take it. Oh, just missed.
Volk would be disappointed.
I'm disappointed. All good though.
I'm on it.
Yeah, let's set you on
Moving to
Overwatch just in
Overwatch.
case they decide to go in there and I should have hollow targeted him. All good, all good. Ouch, but at least it's the resistance, not me. Much more lost coming. Yeah, that's why I put him on Overwatch,
Adjusting aim.
but bummer. There's a bunch inside that building. Reaper's gonna be busy. So my resistance buddies. Should have shot the admin guy. Okay. Yeah, so far far so good, I would say. Oh, nice. Killed the trooper. So that indicates to me there's no more admin enemies. Having weapons only do 2 points of damage can be painful against the Lost, but you're not guaranteed to kill. But yeah, we're doing pretty good, clearing out a lot of the Lost. Only 4 active here. Alrighty. Let's see if we can't winnow these down a little bit further.
What'd you expect?
You still have a blue move available, so let's
Heading
go ahead
out.
and do that. Let's put you in
On Overwatch.
Nice,
That all
crit.
you got? Weapons empty. Ready to engage.
Oh, that's all I can shoot at. Okay. Fair enough. Marksman,
He wants
squad
some
sight.
more?
Beautiful stuff. Let's go with Overwatch. Still
Affirmative, covering
one
now.
active loss, which is on top. Or actually, yeah, inside here, actually. Let's get our pistol. Boom. Dead. Let's run you out to pick up that other item
It's
there.
not too far.
Held in a basic bipod, which I'll be probably slapping on to a marksman. Or my Reaper. My other Reaper. So far still not timed.
On the move.
I want to get everybody inside the building and kind of like be ready for stuff.
Overwatch. Location confirmed.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and run right into
Got it. Moving.
rescue him right now.
Coming in. Moving to evac.
VIP identity confirmed. Firebrand is setting up for evac. We've got multiple contacts closing on your position. It's an ambush. Hold your ground.
Well, we shall do that. Best place I feel to get him. A little hard cover that I can put him up against. And still also do a, actually, right here. That gets him closer to where the enemy might be popping in at me. Let's just run here, and then I'll hunker down. We want ambush on, and we're going to go ahead and go on Overwatch.
My turn on watch.
You, a bit closer.
Heading out.
Put yourself between the enemy and the scientist.
Scanning. Advent here.
Sectoid and Trooper. Okay.
They found us.
Sectoid down. Nice.
Target neutralized.
Did I have somebody else that could open an Overwatch? It's not. Oh my goodness.
Enemies moving
position
on
for
our
one more turn.
position.
Yeah, this nice thing is I basically have 2 squads in this mission, so that's all good. We're gonna move up some hard
On my
cover
way.
and then go into Overwatch.
Affirmative. Covering now.
You're good where you're at,
Got it covered.
and honestly, you're good where you're at, I feel.
On Overwatch.
Hunker down. Actually, let's move the spot. Yes. Pull back a bit further and hunker down in here. And there is not much of a need to really move them. But I think I'm going to look around a little bit.
I am at your service.
There we go.
My watch begins.
You're fine where you're at.
I'm on it.
Let's see what basically here dropped. So Evan Soldier and Riot. Riot Control.
Advent forces on the ground.
Oh, Advent Officer. So he's throwing down gang signs there for a second. We don't like gang signs.
That's
apparently.
right. On focus.
And next pod down.
Now we fight in the open.
Looks like they called in backup.
Firebrand is in position for the extraction. Get out of there before things get any worse.
We will just do a fighting withdrawal, I feel.
Absolutely.
My marksman's going to be in the more difficult position overall, but
Come get some.
I'm sure we can pull this off.
Better be something there. On Overwatch.
Yeah, with you, I need to run up to there.
Roger that.
Get behind some hard cover, far, far, far away. If it's a stun officer or whatever, we don't need more stun trooper, we don't worry about it. We get him out, so we can achieve 2 more objectives here.
VIP
Confirmed.
security
Firebrand
position
has the
for
VIP. Time to get the rest of the squad out of there before they get overrun by those damn things.
I see everything.
Moving to position. Affirmative. Cover.
Trooper insectoid. Not sure where he was pointing at. Okay.
X-ray neutralized.
Nice. A good start. So we're gonna have some more loss we're gonna have to deal with. So my guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and continue pulling them out, and just leave the resistance guys here to provide some cover.
Commander, we've got what we came here for. The enemy counter is only gonna get worse. We should get our people out of there.
Don't worry, we shall. Let's really have a good spot overall. There will do.
On the move. Copy that.
How far can you go? Okay, good enough.
Moving out.
Good enough.
Volk says I am to obey.
And anybody that can get out
10-4.
now, I will just go ahead and do. Just go.
Getting out of here.
We are compromised.
Troops.
Another sectoid trooper. There's gotta be a lost swarm too. Okay, yeah, lost swarm appears. My resistance buddies will help me get out of here. I like this counter up here in the upper right corner. It's in one of the add-ons that we have. Tells you only viewable what we actually see. It's not going to cheat and tell you how many you actually have on the map still. That's just what you have seen out there.
Bringing in reinforcements.
Exfil point. Yeah. 2 more waves coming in next turn. We all got to get out of here.
Heading out. I hope it's worth it. Just in time.
So I don't know if I actually get the Templar or not. I mean, obviously he's exfilling, but I don't know if I actually get the Templar.
All XCom operatives are secure. Firebrand is returning to base.
Excellent work out there.
Operation Shock and Profit. That might be a misspelled profit, maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Flawless. Nobody wounded. Killed 31 enemies. Working very, very well. And I'm only seeing my guys here, so I'm kind of thinking we don't get
Maybe we need to start selling calendars.
that Templar guy, or the Reaper guy. But it was nice to have him along. 2 kills by Natalia. Yay. Our field medic, 5 kills for MVP. Well, that was all lost for the most part. Maya, Marine, got 4 kills. Our marksman, new marksman to the group, 4 kills. Reese, Nightwalker, yeah, that's the that is. Or this is my Reaper that, or no, this is the Reaper that was introduced for us there. Okay, 3 kills. We'll find out here. I know it's been a long episode here. After we get back and I do my promotions and whatnot, we'll go ahead and call it at that point.
I would like to assure the citizens of Advent that our peacekeepers will stop at nothing to prevent further attacks by criminal elements such as the one that occurred today. The Elders have total faith in our ability to overcome any and all threats to our peace.
So yeah, that mission went very, very well. With the lost interfering there, you know, all the bonus and losing the concealment bonus that I had, you know, and the movement bonus, it still went well.
I wondered how the new gear would hold up, Commander. Looks to me like it's working out just fine.
All in all good. Got promotions all around. Got an engineer.
We are stronger by far when working together. Your skill is unquestionable, Commander.
Yeah. It's basically a tutorial. saying that we have low supplies. I know, but we're fine. All right. Nobody's wounded, so let's get into the proving ground and lower that, because we could use a skulljack. We need the skulljack in order to be able to bond available. Oh, there we are. Yeah, let's go ahead and bond those together. Let's do a custom poster. Can't see their faces, too. Oh my goodness. That's what happens when you have two phalanxes and tell them, hey, want to take your picture? Alright, new soldiers here. So, got a Marine. Get him another level, so we start with covering fire. Anything that helps with that. Ever vigilant. This is what I was talking about. Automatically enter Overwatch at any turn if he only took movement. So you can dash.
The Reapers believe in nothing
And
share
Overwatch.
little interest in preserving the true nature of our world beyond what their eyes can show them. Their actions have enraged the Elders and brought fear to their minions. In that respect, they are a valued ally, as long as they remain loyal to our cause.
Pin him down while we were suppressing enemies. It will now disorient targets. Still get a mobility penalty if you can't be disoriented. And nice. But I'm probably going to go for Ever Vigilant because I like that. Shred a point of armor with your primary weapon. I think I will do Ever Vigilant though, because I like the fact that I can run a Marine up to cover and they'll automatically go in Overwatch. Oh, nice picture there. Centerfold for sure. Let's go to our next here. Field Medic. Promote you. This will be your first one. I forget what I did with my other Field Medic, because I kind of like to do different abilities for everybody. Let's just go, I guess. Yeah, let's just do Fleet-Footed. Ready, our next one here, Marksman. Lead the target's pretty handy. You delay the shot till the enemy turn, but there's a really good chance of actually hitting and not critically hitting, but yeah, you don't have to worry about aim penalties and stuff like that. You know, that's like a reaction shot. Lightweight optics. You don't have to set up a firing brace in order to utilize your rifle, squad sight abilities. That's really, really handy. Blindside, I kind of like that too. Utilizing it, if your sniper is the only one that's concealed, it's good to use blindside because the snipers still stay concealed, but otherwise it will get the rest of the squad concealed. Let's take the lightweight optics. I feel it's probably the best thing to do.
I think we need more dead aliens to get the effect we're going for.
Say, well, let's use a sniper. And lastly here, our other Marine, right? So our one Marine's got covering zone. This one, let's do danger zone. Increase their suppression. I haven't used suppression fire all that much for the few missions that I've had Marines in, but they will be very handy. I think that is it. And as that is it, in this particular case here, let me go ahead and thank you guys for watching. We're going to save the game and end the episode at this point here. Appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you next episode. Take care.